From the very moment you were born, I knew you were different. I could see things in you that no one else could. And I knew that somehow I was going to get the very best there was out of life for you. Listening to you drive that ball against the garage door used to drive me crazy. That's because I always wanted something better for you. And I made up my mind to get it, no matter what I had to do.
4, 8, 1, 5, 2, 2, 8, 4, 4, 6, 5, 5, 7, 7, 8.
Here. Hey, that's quite a setup. Hey, you haven't seen anything around here of a miserable-looking little dog, have you? About 5 pounds and no hair?
No, I don't think so.
Well, if you'd seen this dog, you'd know it. Oh, brother, what a way to make a living. Oh, I work up on the hill at the country club.
You dog catcher?
Well, officially, I'm assistant to our club president, J. Arthur Carpenter.
Oh.
My duties include mowing the lawns, repairing the nets, chasing fly tennis balls, and dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey, you're pretty sharp with that garage door there. How do you make out on a real tennis court?
Okay, I guess. I haven't played much since I got out of school.
Yeah? Yeah, I see you went to Santa Monica High.
Yeah.
So did I. It sure is a big sunflower, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it sure is big.
I wonder if I could use your phone.
Oh, sure. You just have to walk around the fence down there.
Okay. I'm sorry to bother you like this.
Oh, it's no bother, really. The phone's in here.
Oh, thanks.
Right there. You're going to McKay, aren't you?
That's right.
Gee, fancy meeting you. That's wonderful.
I'm sorry it took us so long.
Well, seniors haven't got much time for freshmen.
You know, that's kind of silly, come to think of it. Hello, Mr. Carpenter? Yeah, but I haven't found him. He's impossible. I'm down on Raymond Street. Well, I thought he might have come back up there. Yes, sir? Yes, sir. Right.
I watched you in the school finals, your senior year. I was a freshman then.
Oh?
You were very good.
Oh, thanks.
My dad gave me that when I was 6. It never works when it's supposed to. I think that'll do it now.
What's your name?
Florence Farley.
How'd you rank, Florence?
Number 1.
Oh, really?
Oh, hello, Mom. I'd like you to meet Gordon McKay.
How do
This
you
is
do?
my mom.
How do you do, Gordon? McKay? Is your father Henry McKay?
No, he's my uncle.
Oh, I see. Well, I didn't know you two knew each other.
Well, we didn't till just now.
I see. Won't you come and sit down? I'll make you a nice cold lemonade.
Well, no, thank you very much. I must be going. Oh, thanks very much for the use of your phone. Say, I was just thinking, maybe you'd like to come up to the club someday and play a few sets.
But I think that would be very nice, sweetie.
Yeah, sure.
Good. Then I'll be seeing you, huh? I'm very glad to meet you.
Remember the first night we danced to that?
Yeah, I remember. Oh, be careful. Will, couldn't we look for another house? Maybe something on the Palisades, where Florence could do some entertaining.
Hmm?
You don't care if we rot in a place like this.
What's wrong with a place like this? I remember when you thought Raymond Street was the top of the world.
What did I know? I was 17 then, and everything looked great. Especially after living in a crowded house on a measly paycheck.
Oh, Millie, please.
So then I got married. And guess what? Things were exactly the same.
You have to bring that up again?
Oh, you make me sick. We wouldn't even have this if I hadn't been at you and at you. You've never cared about pushing yourself ahead. What's the use? Oh, by gosh, my daughter's gonna have everything. Everything I missed. She's gonna go places. Meet the right people. Maybe after today, she won't even have to play on those public courts.
What's wrong with the public courts? There's not a man living thinks more of his kid than I do. But I'll be darned if I think she's too good for the rest of the people in this world. Oh, I'm sorry, Millie. For a lot of things. I have tried. It seems we got along fine, at least I thought we did. I was sure it would be even better after Florence was born. Every year she was growing up, you were growing away from me. Why, Millie? Can't you love both of us? I want to do everything I can for you and Florence.
I'll bet he asks her to one of those dances. And then she'll be on her way.
Come in.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, Mom, it's beautiful. Is it done?
Mm-hmm. I hope you like it.
Oh, I love it. Oh, gee, I can hardly wait to wear it. You are a darling.
They do have dances at the club, you know.
Going to beat that boy tomorrow?
Oh, I'm going to try.
Well, not too hard now. After all, you are his guest.
Oh, Mom, you got it all wrong. He's a McKay, all right, but just a poor relation. He's a dog catcher. He's working up at the country club summers to get through college one more year. He's going to be a construction engineer. He's awful nice. Good night, Dad.
Baby, remember it's only a game. Whoever wins is just a game.
Well, sure. But maybe I can beat him. I could almost beat that garage door. It's a lot easier to play a real game. Well, good night.
Night, sweetie.
Good night.
Good night.
That does it. Oh, this is no sour grapes, but you haven't got any backhand. Must be from playing it up against that door so much. You play every ball off of your forehand.
Oh.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You beat me, but with a stronger backhand, you could be great. You know, I've been thinking. You could make me look real great in doubles. Now, I know a few kids around here that could use a beating.
Thanks.
Would you like to play some doubles Saturday?
Well, sure. Think you'll be dry by then?
It wasn't long before Florence was a standard fixture at the club. Always as a guest, of course. If anyone could beat her, their rating went sky high. Watching her made me just about the proudest mother in town. When she ran out of competition, top flight players from other towns flew in to challenge. And left quietly, with their wings neatly clipped. Then came the day she beat Dorothy Jenkins. Mrs. Jenkins was a former national champion. A little on the old side, but still, when Florence took her, it was a sensation. I remember how beautiful and happy she looked when she came off the court. Mr. Carpenter, president of the club, was charm itself. Oh, yes, Florence was living in a wonderful new world, and I was happy. So happy.
Well, as I was saying, Mrs. Farley, the point is, we feel Florence deserves to be included as a full-fledged member.
You mean you're inviting us to join the club?
Well, not exactly. We've arranged a complimentary membership for Florence. Here you are, Florence, my dear. Full club privileges.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Carpenter.
That's quite all right. And, of course, Mr. Farley, if you care to join the club at a later date, please feel free to do so.
Thank you.
You see, a number of us were discussing the situation at the club the other day, and we were thinking of sending Florence back to Philadelphia for the junior championship.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Well, don't these tournaments last for some time?
She'd only be gone about a week.
Well, let me see. Figuring her expenses and transportation.
Oh, if you're worried about money, you can stop right now.
Well, yes, I know, but
You see, it's this way. A number of us businessmen here in town are most anxious to do all we possibly can for your little girl here. Besides, it's good propaganda for the town to have Florence's name in the newspaper once in a while. I think we can arrange to get her back to Philadelphia without it costing you a penny. Not a penny.
Oh, please, Daddy.
Well, Florence wants to go, all right. It's awfully nice of you people.
Oh, I'm going.
Well, then it's all settled.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Carpenter.
Not at all.
Mr. Carpenter,
Oh, yes, my dear.
I'm afraid things are not settled. You see, there's something bothering me. Things are happening so fast, I don't know what to say, but, well, I just can't let Florence cross the country all by herself.
Oh, of course not, Mrs. Farley. She'll go with a group of players, all girls her own age, well chaperoned.
Well, I don't know.
But if the other girls can go?
I'm not thinking of the other girls, darling. I'm thinking of you. If anything happened to her, I'd never forgive myself. You understand, after all, Florence has never been away from home.
Well, I suppose we could arrange it so you could go along with her.
That I could go along with her. Oh, well, I never thought of that. But I do want her to go. All right, darling.
Oh, thank you, Mom. Gee, how exciting could life be?
Then it is all settled.
Gee.
Have a cigar, Mr. Carpenter.
Oh, thank you. Don't mind if I do. Will?
Not at all.
Hello, champ. Gee, you look beautiful. That hat. Oh.
What's wrong with it?
Take a man's word for it, honey. That's no good.
It's the latest thing.
Maybe, but not for you. You got the most attractive back I've ever seen. Well, I don't want it done to a crisp. Be my girl, will you, champ?
I have been for a long time.
It's a long way to Philadelphia, you know it?
Yeah, I know.
Glad you're going, aren't you?
Well, I've never been on a plane before. I've never been any further east than San Bernardino. I'll only be gone a week.
Hold still, I got a present for you. Close your eyes. Got them closed?
Yeah.
Now raise your chin. That's a baby. You never could do these things. Yeah. There. Now, here, take a look and see if it's all right.
Gordon, it's beautiful. I've never had such a lovely present.
It'll bring you luck. On the back it says, I love you, champ.
never take it off. Thank you.
Isn't it cute? I thought it up myself.
It's real wild. Who's your match?
Florence Farley.
Never heard of her.
Neither did anybody else.
Hello, Fletcher.
Hello, Norman. Who was the girl on court 3? She played Ogilvy.
Let's see. Her name is Farley, Florence Farley. I watched her for a minute. Her backhand is weak.
Yes, I know, but isn't it incredible the way she makes up for it? Do me a favor. Find out about her, will you? All about her, if you can.
Certainly, Fletcher. Is she that good?
I'll let you know.
Could you tell me who that man is? I'm Mrs. Farley.
Oh, yes, of course. That's Fletcher Locke.
Fletcher Locke.
Will you have a cigarette?
Oh, thank you. What does he do?
Well, you might say he builds champions. Used to be a very good player himself. But now he sort of is a combination coach and promoter, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do know. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I just don't think I'll ever learn to read one of these things. I wonder if you'd read it for me.
Aloud.
Yes, I want to know who Florence Farley is playing tomorrow.
She plays Wickersham, Mary Wickersham.
Wickersham. Oh, thank you.
What's your interest in the Farley girl?
Mother's interest.
May I? I'm Fletcher Locke.
Well, how do you do? Of course.
Thank you.
Down.
I just can't believe you're that child's mother. Certain you're not sisters.
Oh.
Could I interest you in a martini?
Yes, thank you.
2 martinis. Very dry.
Perfect.
I was going to look you up first thing in the morning, and here you are. I wanted to talk to you about your remarkable child. I haven't seen such a promising young player since Laura Benson. I discovered Benson on these same courts.
Oh,
Florence could be another Benson with the proper guidance.
you really think so?
I do. I've watched Florence very carefully. She'll make the finals, maybe take the cup, but this is just the beginning. I'd like to see her in the big time.
How wonderful of you to take such an interest in Florence, Mr. Locke.
I'm always interested in a winner. By the way, where is she?
Upstairs.
I've got a great idea. They're giving a party over at the club, and you and Florence are going with me.
Well, that's very kind of you. I'm sure we'd love to go, but I'm afraid it's too late for Florence.
Oh, of course. She has a match tomorrow.
Yes.
If Florence wouldn't mind, perhaps you'd like to go.
I'd love to, thank you.
To Florence.
Tomorrow.
Out, call. The score is deuce.
Any minute now, we may have a new national junior champion. You know, that's the title that sometimes leads to the brightest crown of them all.
Advantage, Miss Farley. Match point. Out. Ball. Game, set, and match, Miss Farley.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the match and the championship to Miss Florence Farley. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to the official table to get a statement from Miss Farley.
Congratulations, Miss Farley. It's a pleasure to present our championship cup to you.
Thank you.
And thank you, Miss Beatty, for your fine sportsmanship.
Thank you.
And may I add my congratulations, Miss Farley. I thought you were wonderful on the court, and I think the crowd here thought so, too. Are you pretty nervous? Excited? I then wish you would tell our national radio audience exactly how it feels to be a true champion.
Well, gee, I think you better ask my mother.
Your mother?
Yeah.
Well, Mrs. Farley.
Well, it's been a great thrill, and now I think we'll just go home and be ourselves for a while.
Thank you, Mrs. Farley, and again, congratulations, Florence.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Oh, hello, Jeff. Say, does somebody live here, or is it a state park?
Janice Palmer. You know, her father struck oil.
Yeah, so I've heard. Say, you're traveling in pretty swift company, aren't you, honey?
Like my new sweater?
Oh, boy, on you, I like it.
You know, it didn't cost me a cent. Fletcher Locke got me a whole line of clothes from the people who make them. Arranged for all the rackets, too, for free.
How long have you known Janice Palmer?
Just a day. She wanted somebody to think she was a good tennis player, so she got me as her doubles partner. Maybe she should take up golf.
Honey, you're too nice to people. You don't have to waste your time like that.
Oh, I wasn't wasting my time. I got $50. Where's your car, Gordon? Well, what's wrong?
Nothing, I guess. I just don't think I like it, that's all. Of course, it's none of my business.
Like what?
That $50.
It isn't like you think, Gordon.
No?
I wouldn't risk my amateur standing for anything. You know that. Miss Palmer just wanted to show her appreciation. So she made a little bet and we won, that's all.
Yeah, she bet her money and gave you the payoff. Is that it?
Well, you don't have to make it sound so terrible.
You know, it certainly seems funny to me, Florence. Maybe it's my imagination. But you just don't seem like the same girl since you...
Since when?
Since you came home.
Just what do you mean by that remark?
I mean, if you want to play tennis for money, then get on the level about it.
I don't like what you're saying.
And I don't like what you're doing, so we're going home.
Lifesong Cosmetics.
I'm sorry,
Smart
Millie.
women everywhere.
I've been trying to figure it out. We just can't afford a new car.
Smartly packaged in all convenient sizes at your drug or department store.
Can't you turn that thing off?
Be discriminating. Be Night Song, a song you'll always remember.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, Will, I heard you. And you don't have to worry about a new car anymore. I bought one this morning.
You did what?
Yes, and I got a wonderful deal, all because of Florence. Hello? Yes, this is Miss Farley. Well, hello. How are you? My, this is a surprise. You're right here in town? Oh, isn't that exciting? Well, yes, by all means. We'd love to see you. In about an hour, then. All right. Goodbye. Fletcher Locke's in town, and he wants to see us. He's coming over here.
That's fine.
Now, will you be nice to him? After all, he can do a lot for Florence.
Millie, I am housebroken, you know.
Well, you might put on a tie. Darling, Fletcher Locke's just got in town. He's dying to see you, so hurry up and make yourself look pretty.
That's wonderful. I'll hurry and get dressed. Should have seen me today, Dad. Wasn't bad.
That's good.
Mr. Locke, this is a surprise. So nice to see you.
So nice to see you, Mrs. Farley.
How did you come, by train?
I flew.
I see.
And how's my little protege?
Oh, I'm just fine, Mr. Locke. Thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
This is Florence's father.
Mr. Farley?
How do you do?
You have quite a daughter, Mr. Farley. You must be very proud of her.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh.
Oh, flowers. How lovely. Thank you, darling. Would you get the large vase out, please? Well, Mr. Locke, what are you doing here on the coast?
I'm on my way to La Jolla, midwinter tournaments.
Oh? Red roses. Oh, I love them.
I'm glad you do. I just thought I ought to stop by and say hello to the future national champion, Florence Farley.
What did you say?
I think you're ready for a chance at the big title, Florence. I think we ought to enter you in the national championships this summer. Well, how about it?
Well, what do you think, Mother?
Well, it sounds terribly exciting, but well, I don't know whether we can give up our whole summer. There's Mr. Farley's vacation, and he likes us to be with him. Don't you, Will? And, of course, there's a question of money, all the way to New York.
There isn't any question of money. Just leave that to me. I can arrange for everything. There are funds. We'll travel around for about a month, get your game in shape. Play a few invitation affairs, some preliminaries, and then Forest Hills. Be 2 months or so.
Gee, I just can't believe it. But isn't 2 months a long time to be away from home?
You'll love every minute of it. And if we do well this summer, I can guarantee a trip to Europe for both of you.
Darling, doesn't that sound wonderful? Oh, it's just too good to be true.
Well, then it's all settled.
Yeah. Care for a cigar, Mr. Locke?
I don't appreciate them. Thank you very much.
No, not at all. Hello, little one.
Hello, Dad. What time is it?
Oh, about 10 o'clock.
I was thinking, I guess I must have dropped off.
You want to talk about it?
Dad, I'm so mixed up. Gordon and I had a quarrel this afternoon. I don't think he wants to see me anymore.
Florence, do you want to go away?
Oh, I do, and then I don't. Gee, it's so exciting, everything that's happening to me. And I can't let Mom down after all she's done. But I don't want to leave Gordon or you.
I think you want to go, Florence. And if you're in doubt, you should. There isn't anything in the world I wouldn't do to see you happy. I know Gordon feels that way about it, too. We're all awfully proud of you. Wouldn't do to go away mad, though, would it?
Thanks, Dad.
Well, go ahead. Take the car and drive carefully.
I will. Good night.
Night.
closed for the night. We're busy.
You weren't home, so, well, I thought maybe you'd be here. I acted like a silly kid this afternoon.
Oh, forget it.
I'm sorry. I'm really awfully sorry.
We both got a little excited, that's all.
Oh, gee, thanks, Gordon.
That's all right.
I couldn't bear to go away without saying goodbye.
Well, you going someplace?
I'm going to play a lot of tournaments. I'm getting ready for Forest Hills.
Well, the Nationals, huh?
I'm so frightened, Gordon. But, well, Mr. Locke thinks I've got a chance. He came to town today.
Well, sure you're frightened. You're happy, aren't you?
I ought to be, and I would be.
But what?
If it didn't mean leaving you all those months.
We're young enough to wait, champ. Besides, I got a real job coming up this fall. Might even be able to keep you in tennis shoes.
Keep me in tennis shoes?
That's what I said. I'm asking you to marry me.
Oh.
How about it?
Oh, Gordon, I love you so. I'll make you proud of me, honest I will.
I'm proud enough of you already. You just stay the way you are right now. You hear me? No matter what happens.
It was hard, Florence, all the way. But my dream for you was coming true. Yes, it was coming true. And Fletcher Locke played right along with us. He could make or break you. And I'd made up my mind which it was to be. Good luck, darling, and don't be nervous now.
Oh, but Mother, she's the champion.
This match with Wilson doesn't mean a thing. Wait till you meet her at Forest Hills, then worry about her. It's that backhand. You've got to work on it.
I do, and I will even harder. You'll beat her next time, baby.
No. Look at the head of your racket. On your backhand, you've got to meet the ball in front of your right foot, and a higher follow through. Now, let's do it until it's automatic.
Oh, but I'm so tired. I've been at it and at it.
All right, let's take a breather. I can't make any deals until then. It all depends on how well she does in the Nationals. If she makes the finals, then we can take our pick. Everyone's talking about her, and that's just what we want.
Florence needs so many things.
Hotel chains all over the world. Press syndicates, a million angles, and they all work.
But if she doesn't win?
If she doesn't win this year, she's a sure thing the next. In a way, I hope she doesn't. She might decide to quit once she had the title.
Oh, no. No, she won't. Not my Florence.
You're so attractive this evening, Millie.
Thank you.
2 more, please. Very dry. Lengthen your backswing. That's why you're hitting your backhand late. Now keep your hand and wrist firm as you meet the ball. Now let's do it until it's mechanical.
Backswing hit. Backswing hit.
Listen to this. New court sensation to meet Wilson in the finals. Florence Farley, tennis wonder from the West, to meet Sally Wilson.
She made it.
I never thought she'd get by Bess Peterson. Where would you like to go, Millie? London, Paris, the Riviera?
Everywhere.
All the best hotels will be happy to oblige, just as long as Florence Farley's name is on their register. And all she has to do is play a few invitation matches with the local talent.
I can't believe it.
Well, maybe this will help to convince you. An advance from the Continental Hotel chain. Don't count too hard on her winning the title this year. It would be a miracle. But if she should pull through, then they'll double all offers.
But, what if the tennis people found out about it?
If you'll notice, it's a personal check for cash, signed by one Henry Cordray, who just happens to be the Continental Hotel chain.
Oh, I see.
Of course, if you'd rather not.
Oh! How beautiful.
I thought you'd like it. How do you feel?
Afraid. She didn't sleep last night.
That's normal. Means she's up to pitch.
I wish Dad were here. I'd feel better about going out there.
Now, see here, Florence, don't think about anything except beating Wilson. Now, just keep your eye on that ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match in the stadium will be for the National Women's Singles Championship of the United States.
Remember, you can't let up on Wilson for a moment. She's tough. Good luck.
Remember that smile, Florence. Whatever happens, smile, darling.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Arthur Little, Jr., reminding you are listening to the finals of the National Women's Championship at the famous Stadium Court at Forest Hills, Long Island. Sally Wilson, the defending champion, is battling out here against Miss Florence Farley.
Point, Miss Wilson, love 15. Point, Miss Wilson, love 30.
Florence is playing great tennis, ladies and gentlemen. Thrilling to watch. But she's up against a hard-hitting, brilliant little strategist if we ever saw one, who keeps smashing those returns right back at Miss Farley's feet as if it didn't faze her at all, and making a point, incidentally, too.
Point, Miss Farley. 15-30. Point, Miss Farley. 30 all.
This third and deciding set, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the big upsets of recent American tennis. Miss Farley is hitting with power and direction, almost irresistible and unbelievable the way she's getting those shots. Miss Wilson is sending the ball flying along the baselines and sidelines and sending the chalk flying in all directions. Miss Wilson just served an American twist service that looked as though it might go so high, wide, and handsome that Miss Farley couldn't possibly get a racket on it.
Take it easy,
Farley's
Will.
right there. She takes it lightly, almost casually on the backhand, and then rushed up to the net and volleyed.
Doc, no wonder you say a guy of 40 should stay away from tennis.
Miss Farley is really using
I lose weight just listening to it.
As they go into the final points of this great match, ladies and gentlemen, we can see Miss Farley's mother down there in the marquee. She's sitting there with Fletcher Locke, the coach, of course, of Miss Farley. Her daddy wasn't able to get here this afternoon, but she's playing as if she's playing particularly for him. She promised him she'd go out and win this one for her father, and it looks like that's just what she's going to do. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the ball comes back to Miss Wilson. Plus serve, of course, and advantage Miss Farley.
Point, Miss Wilson. The score is due. Advantage, Miss Farley. Match point. Scores were 7-9, 6-4, 6-4. Florence Farley is the new women's national champion.
Congratulations, Miss Farley. Here's to our new national champion.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations to you, Miss Wilson. Splendid match.
Hold it, Miss Farley. Thank you.
Hold the cup a little higher, Miss Farley. Thank you.
Oh, Mother. Oh, baby, you were just wonderful.
Very proud of you, Florence.
Hey!
Oh,
Hi, baby! Television wasn't close enough.
I think I knew you were here.
Well, you should have. I was cheering loud enough from up there.
What's the deal now, Miss Farley? Think you'll turn pro? What are your plans?
Well, I don't know. I haven't discussed it yet with Mr. McKay.
Does that mean you might be quitting the game?
Yeah, sure, except on Sundays. Then you can spot me 30 points, huh, champ?
What?
Look this way, Miss Farley. Thank you.
Turn around, Mr. McKay. I want one of the two of you.
Oh, George, get one of the two of them with a permanent cup, will you?
Certainly. Okay, now
Gee,
smile,
we're going to need
smile
a lot
pretty.
of champagne, huh, honey?
There we are. Thank you.
Millie, wait a minute.
Oh, Fletcher, I lived a lifetime out there. But
Now she's champion.
Did you know about her plans?
No, I...
Obviously, you didn't tell her about ours, did you?
No, I was going to as soon as the match was over, but you know how peculiar Florence is. I didn't want to upset her. Fletcher, there's nothing to worry about. She doesn't know her own mind. I can reason with her.
Do that. I'll see you back at the hotel.
He didn't decide to come until just last night. Just barely got on the plane in time. Really made everything perfect. About tonight, I hope you and Fletcher understand. I know you planned some sort of celebration, but, well, you know, we want to be alone.
Florence,
Yes?
come here. I want to talk to you about something.
What is it?
I think you and Gordon are making a mistake.
What do you mean?
You're so young.
You were even younger when you married Dad.
All I'm doing is asking you to wait a while. Give yourself a chance to be sure.
I can't ask Gordon to wait any longer.
Darling, I'm not running your life for you, but I want you to realize what you're giving up. I haven't had time to tell you, but do you know that a whole European tour has been arranged? London, Paris, the Riviera.
It has?
Yes.
Well, Gordon and I'll see the world together someday.
After a wonderful winter abroad, then Wimbledon, and maybe champion of the world. You'll bow to the king and queen, be invited everywhere. And I'll be the proudest mother there ever was.
You're the best mother there ever was. Well, Gordon and I are getting married as soon as we get home.
Well, if you've made up your minds, I guess that's it. Florence, how about getting married in Europe? What a wonderful honeymoon that would be. It's so beautiful at this time of the year. You could fill all your engagements, and Gordon would be with you all the time. As a matter of fact, he could write articles for you. You know Van Grayson, he's head of the Wide World News. Well, he's signing you up. Oh, think of it, darling, a picturesque little church in Europe. All the romance you could possibly want. And you can have it now while you're young enough to enjoy it.
Oh, it would be wonderful. Gordon and I seeing Europe together. Well, what if he didn't like the idea?
Of course he will. Gordon's the right kind of a boy, and anything that makes you happy will make him happy.
I can't wait to see what he thinks about it. But what about Dad? I can't get married without him there.
Oh, we can arrange that. Sweetie, I wish you and Gordon would come to the party tonight. Van Grayson is giving it for you, you know. And we can announce the engagement and then surprise Gordon with the wonderful news.
All right. I don't think Gordon will mind just so long as we don't have to stay too long.
No, of course he won't. Come on, I have a wonderful surprise for you. Look.
Mother, it's beautiful. But it must have cost millions.
You only have to pose for a few publicity pictures in it, and you can have it. Now, you make yourself look pretty, and I'll go tell Van Grayson that Gordon is coming.
I thought I was tired, but now I'm not.
That's good. When are we going to get out of here so I can be alone with you?
Just as soon as Mom tells you the exciting news.
What is it?
Wait till you hear.
Congratulations, Miss Farley. You were wonderful.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
about it, Van? Do you think the time is now?
Speech, Millie.
To Florence and Gordon, and a beautiful wedding and honeymoon in Europe.
I'll drink to that. You're a very lucky man, Gordon.
Did you hear, Gordon? That was our surprise. Isn't it exciting?
What's the joke?
It's no joke. You're going with us on the tour.
I am?
Yes.
On tour? We're not going anywhere, not that I know of.
Oh, yes, the tennis tour that Florence is making. We sail next week. Mr. Van Grayson has a good job in mind for you.
I have a job.
This may turn out to be something very interesting.
Well, that's nice. Go on.
Oh, it'll be wonderful, Gordon. We'll get married in some little old church, and then we'll travel all around.
This is a surprise, all right. But it's not the kind I like. I'm sorry, you got the wrong boy.
Don't you think you're being a little ungrateful?
You keep out of this. I find you pretty hard to take.
Gordon!
Oh, my apologies for being so crude. Goodbye.
Gordon! Gordon, I want to talk to you.
I'm in a hurry.
Oh, Gordon, please. Can't we go back here?
My plans have changed, like yours. Well, go ahead.
Oh, don't be like that.
Who dreamed up this little junket, Fletcher, Locke, or your mother?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. Your mother's done a first-class job on you, honey. You're getting to be more like her every day.
Don't talk about my mother that way. She was only thinking of us. She wouldn't make me do anything I didn't want to.
Oh, wouldn't she?
What's wrong with wanting to go to Europe? What's wrong with wanting to see everything I've ever dreamed of with someone I love?
Nothing's wrong with that, but I can't afford it.
But Van Grayson's offered you a job ghosting articles.
Do I look like a ghost? Wake up, Florence. If you want Europe and clothes and people adoring you, then go ahead. What you're asking me to do is to become something there's a name for, and it's not for me.
I don't know what's the matter with you.
Nothing the matter with me. I just came here to take you home, remember?
Yes, I remember.
Well, it's too late, so forget it.
Maybe you're right. Forget it. Let's forget everything.
Okay, honey. Drop me a postcard sometime. I'm starting a collection.
Darling, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. You'll see.
Championship to Miss Florence Farley.
Where have you been? It's after 4. You've been drinking.
Dear mother of a champion, I'm what we in America call loaded.
Where's Tony?
You mean Tony? Dear old Tingo, old Tony? Tony of San Moritz, Biarritz, the Ritz. He was by my side constantly.
He must have been disgusted with you.
Oh, no. He asked me to marry him.
What did you say?
I got sick and threw up. Smoked a cigarette, too. I always wondered what it would be like. It feels so good at first. Oh, I beg your pardon. You get feeling kind of nice and floaty and nothing matters and you forget everything. Nothing matters. You forget everything that hurts. Absolutely everything.
Come on, let's pull yourself together and hold still, darling. This dress has the trickiest fastening.
Real bargain, wasn't it? Only $40, you said. Isn't that what you said?
Yes, dear, but I never could figure pounds and shillings.
Well, I can. Next time you buy a $200 dress, make sure they don't leave the price tag on it.
Baby, what you need is a good night's sleep. Come on now, let's go to bed.
No. I'm just beginning to wake up. A lot of things make sense now. The brush off I've been getting, the dirty looks from the rest of the girls on the team. They can't afford to be dressed like this. Not on their expense money. They don't live in swanky hotels. Their mothers can't afford mink.
Darling, I told you, you're not one of the others. You're Florence Farley. You're something special.
So are you, Mother.
Baby, you must trust me. I've planned your life very well up to now.
Tell me, how did you get the money for all this?
All our dreams came true, didn't they? You have the world at your feet. What more could you want? And remember, you came along with it all. You wanted it too. All I did was to help make it possible.
How did you get the money for all this?
I accepted payment in advance for the tour.
Payment for what?
I told you, for this tour, for playing the clubs and the hotels. Expense money. It didn't hurt your amateur standing. You made Wimbledon.
You planned all this?
Fletcher Locke arranged it.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I was afraid you might do something foolish, like refusing to make the tour.
Oh, what a bright girl I've been. Honeymoon in Europe, you said. Some lovely little old church. You knew all the while Gordon would never have me like that. And how right you were. Oh, you were the clever one, Mother, dear. But I turned out to be just plain stupid. Beating my brains out on a tennis court while you were playing it dirty for money. I wish I could throw it all right back in your face.
How dare you talk to me like that after all I've done for you? My every thought has been for you. And what do I get?
Just what you deserve. I suppose you can't give back the money. Answer me.
No, I can't give it back. It's all gone.
Ready? Then I'll finish the tour. I'll play the game the way you play it. For money. You made our bed, now we'll both lie in it.
Florence, you must listen to me. I'm your mother.
Trying to remember that.
Baby, I didn't mean it. Baby, I didn't mean it. I was so hurt. Darling, we're both tired. We're leaving for Paris in the morning. I'll get some cold compresses. I know what to do. I'll fix it.
No, you don't. I'm sick to my stomach. There's one thing I'll have to do for myself.
Lots of exciting mail this morning. Really?
What's this?
Oh, that's a new shampoo. They just want you to use it.
Tell them no. They don't pay, and who wants a lifetime supply of that stuff? What's next?
The Chenard people, they're ladies ready to wear. They want you to design a line of spectator sports clothes.
Oh, so now I'm a dress designer. Tell them I'm interested. If they meet my terms and supply me with a top-notch stylist. Come in.
Sorry to bother you, darling, but I knew you'd want to see this right away.
Hello, Fletcher.
Good morning, Millie.
What is it? A snowshoe?
The Florence Farley racket just arrived. This is a sample. They're ready to go into production the minute you turn professional.
It's cheap.
Of course it is. That's the only way we could make any money on the deal. Every kid in the country can afford a Farley racket.
You mean every poor kid who can't afford a decent racket? This thing has my name on it. It's a piece of junk.
What do you mean junk? It's good.
Yeah, good. Good for kindling. Run along, Fletcher. We're busy. Mother can't come out to play today. She's got homework.
Foreign travel hasn't improved your manners.
I was thinking of firing Fletcher, Locke. Maybe he's just right for us. What's next?
More invitations. Lots of them.
Dump them, all of them.
But you can't. Some of them are from very important people.
I've met important people. Tell them Miss Farley regrets. She's sick of being the international house guest. What's more, get our trunks up here. We're going home to defend my title.
I don't know what's keeping her. She's usually on time.
That's quite all right. I'm used to it.
Oh,
I'm sorry to be so late. The hairdressers, you know.
this is Miss Martin of the Times-Dispatch.
Hello. I just want a few remarks for the great public. Something about the big match tomorrow. Are you nervous? I understand this Reed youngster is the hottest thing since Halley's Comet.
I hope so, but I'm not nervous. I like a tough game. And that's all it is with me, just a game. My family's the principal thing in my life.
That's nice.
I believe a champion has a duty to the public who support games. A duty to play fair, to win or lose with a smile.
Well, that's a good message for young America. My editor likes quotations, Miss Farley. Anything else?
Tell them to play fair, play hard, play clean.
I'm glad you feel that way. You know, there are some people in amateur athletics who make a profession of it. Mess up the field for everyone else. Oh, you mentioned your family just now. There's just you and your mother, isn't there?
And Father. Father's in California. That's our home, you know. He'd rather putter around his garden than traipse all over the country with us. But my mother is always with me. I'm lucky to have such a wonderful mother. Great sport.
Real pals. That's what they go for. They'll love that angle. A girl's best friend is her mother and all that sort of thing. Well, thanks a lot, Miss Farley. Goodbye, Mrs. Farley.
Bye.
Good luck.
Thank you. What was in that telegram? It's... Mr. Farley, seriously ill? Will keep you advised, Dr. Hopkins.
Yes, but don't get upset, darling. Now, tomorrow is much too important.
Daddy's sick.
I know, but we can take a plane home right after the match.
I'm leaving now.
Florence!
Hello, darling.
Hello, Dad.
You look fine.
You don't look so bad yourself. Oh, Daddy, please get well. Please.
Hey, little one. Cut it out. I feel better already just looking at that face of yours. gonna win tomorrow? I've got a big bet on you. You wouldn't let me down, huh?
Of course not.
That's my girl.
I'll let you rest now.
Okay.
Dr. Hopkins was hoping you'd come. He needed something to make him fight.
See that he gets everything he needs. I'll get back as soon as I can. He has to rest.
Could I see him for a few minutes?
All right, but only a few minutes.
Will. It's Millie. Aren't you going to say hello to me?
Sure. Hello, Millie.
We're going to do everything to make you comfortable, dear.
Oh, that's fine, thanks.
And we won't be gone so long this next time. After the match, we're going to fly right home.
You can't fly home again, Millie. You lost your way a long time ago.
I don't know what you mean.
It's too late. The boat sailed. My kid's another matter. She's all right. She's made a lot of mistakes. She had to do that. It's part of growing up. I'm sorry for you.
Will, you don't know what you're saying.
That's right. Poor old Will. Never did know what he was saying. But I wasn't blind, Millie. I've never fooled myself. And you have. Everything was for Florence, wasn't it? You made yourself believe that. But it was all for you. Nobody but you.
No. No, that isn't true.
You never gave love. That's the most important thing. You took it and used it. But you never gave an ounce of it to anybody. I want to go to sleep now. I'm tired.
Will. Will.
Beat it, Millie.
This is Arthur Little, Jr., giving you the play-by-play broadcast from the Stadium Court at Forest Hills, Long Island, the National Women's Tennis Championship between Miss Virginia Reed and Miss Florence Farley. This third and deciding set between Miss Farley and Miss Reed is making tennis history. The champion is fighting for her life, not only against fatigue, but also against the brilliant play of her opponent.
I think the Queen's about to get her crown knocked off. Looks like she's losing.
She's fading fast. She makes it, it's gotta be now.
Come on, baby. Don't let go.
Point, Miss Reed. 30-40. Point, Miss Farley. The score is due. Advantage, Miss Farley. Match point.
You've got to be here to see this. And this really is exciting, pulse-throbbing action. The finals of the National Women's Championship with Miss Farley's service, Miss Farley's advantage, and it might end right here.
You can do it. You can do it.
Point, Miss Farley. Game, set, match.
Over, ladies and gentlemen. The game is over, and still champion Miss Florence Farley.
Thank you, Miss Reed, for your most exciting play.
Thank you.
Miss Reed, stand it a little bit, please. Still now. Thank you.
Hold it, Miss Farley. Thank you.
That was a great match, Miss Farley. I never thought you'd make it.
Miss Farley, how does it feel to still retain the title?
Is it true that you intend to turn pro, Miss Farley?
Well, is it? You're still the champ.
You'll have
Is
to...
it?
How did you feel out on the court?
Did you expect to win?
Did you?
I had to win.
Miss Farley, there's a rumor that you plan to retire.
Is that true?
It isn't a rumor. It's true.
What are your plans now?
I don't know.
That's enough. Come on, champ. Let's go home.
Oh, yes. This is yours. You've earned it. Florence! Florence!
Fletcher, I've got to talk to you.
What is it, Millie?
Well, can't we go somewhere and talk?
What's there to talk about?
You won't forget, will you?